Hello everyone, for my part, I will explain the introduction and summary of the article. This article focuses on the current situation of occupational safety and health or OSH in Malaysia. According to WHO, although Malaysia has introduced various safety law and regulation to protect employees, workplace accidents still continue to happen. The article explained that there is a gap between the safety policies that have been established and how they are actually practiced in many organizations. Therefore, the main objective of this article is to highlight the importance of improving safety compliance and building a stronger safety culture in every workplace. One of the main issues discussed in the article is the sky lift accident in Subang Jaya. In this incident, a maintenance worker lost his life after falling from a sky lift while carrying out maintenance work. This incident could have been prevented if proper planning, supervision, and safety measures had been implemented. The author used this case to show that many workplace accidents happen because organizations fail to identify and manage workplace risks effectively. The article also explained that Malaysia has the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 or OSHA 1994, which is enforced by the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, known as DOSH. However, the level of safety compliance is different from one organization to another. Large organizations usually have better safety management systems, while many small and medium-sized enterprises still face challenges such as limited resources, lack of safety knowledge, insufficient supervision, and low safety awareness. Because of this challenge, some organizations are unable to implement effectively safety practice. Besides that, the article explained that workplace accidents happen in many industries across Malaysia. The manufacturing sector records the highest number of workplace injuries, while the construction sector records the highest number of fatal accidents because workers are often involved in high-risk activities, especially when working at height. According to WHO, the common causes of this accident include poor hazard identification, weak risk assessment, failure to follow safety procedure, improper use of safety equipment, and unsafe working conditions. This shows that organizations should identify and control workplace risks before work begins instead of taking action only after an accident happens. The article also provides several recommendations to improve occupational safety and health compliance in Malaysia. These include regular workplace inspection by DOSH, safety training and certification programs by NIOSH Malaysia, stricter action against employers who fail to follow safety regulation, compensation through purchasers, and the implementation of ISO 45001 safety management system. The author also explained that following the law alone is not enough. Employers should provide better supervision, carry out proper risk assessment, and ensure employees use personal protective equipment or PPE correctly, and encourage everyone to practice workplace safety every day. This article concludes that workplace safety is a shared responsibility between employers, employees, and government agencies. Although Malaysia has comprehensive OSH law, this law will only effective if organizations apply them consistently in their daily operation by increasing safety awareness, strengthening management commitment, and applying preventive measures continuously. Organizations can reduce workplace accidents, protect their employees, and improve their overall organizational performance. That's all the explanation for the introduction and summary.
So next, I will explain about connection to real-world applications. First, the article shows that good decision-making is very important in organizational management. Managers must always prioritize employee safety before productivity because a safe workplace can reduce accidents and protect employees. Before work start, managers should conduct risk assessment to identify possible hazards and take preventive action. If unsafe conditions are identified, work should be stopped immediately until the problem is solved. Managers should also allocate enough budget for personnel, protective equipment, safety training, and equipment maintenance. This decision help create a safety workplace and improve organizational performance. Next, the article also highlights the importance of problem-solving strategies. Organizations should identify the root causes of workplace accidents instead of only reacting after accident happens. By finding the real case, company can prevent similar accidents in the future. Managers should improve supervisions and monitoring to make sure employees follow safety procedure. They should also provide regular occupational safety and health or OSH training so employees understand workplace hazard and know how to work safely. In addition, organizations should review and improve their standard operating procedure or SOP regularly to ensure they remain effective. A good real-world example is the construction industry. Workers must wear safety harnesses when working at height to prevent fire and serious injury. Before work begins, site supervisors inspect their equipment to make sure it is safe to use. If there is heavy rain or storm, work is postponed because it is dangerous for workers. This safety decision helps reduce fatal accidents and protect employees. Another example is the manufacturing industry. Factory managers expect machines regularly to make sure they are safe to use. Employers receive safety training before operating machine, so they understand the correct procedure. If a machine is damaged or unsafe, it is repaired immediately before being used again. As a result, workplace injury and production downtime can be reduced while productivity can improve.
Decision-making technique. Based on the article, several decision-making techniques can be identified. The first technique is logical ability. Logical ability means making decisions based on the fact and relevant information. In this article, workplace accident statistics and industry risk patterns are used to identify the main causes of workplace accidents. For example, the article highlights that the construction sector record the highest number of fatalities, especially involving work at height. This information helps organizations make better decisions to improve workplace safety. The second technique is creative ability. The article suggests several preventive actions such as improving safety training, strengthening workplace supervision, and ensuring employees use personal protective equipment or PPE correctly. These solutions show that the organization should think creatively to prevent accidents instead of only reacting after an accident happens. Lastly, the article also reflects intuitive ability. Experienced managers can use their judgment to recognize unsafe working conditions and make immediate decisions to reduce risk. However, relying only on experience may not always be effective because some important information could be overlooked. Therefore, organizations should combine institution with logical analysis when making decisions. For problem-solving process, the article can also be analyzed using the problem-solving process. The first step is recognizing the problem, where workplace accidents indicate weakness in current safety practice. The second step is defining the problem. The article explained that the real issue is not the absence of safety regulations, but the inconsistent implementation of these regulations in the workplace. Next, organizations need to collect and analyze relevant information. The article identifies several contribution factors such as poor supervision, weak safety culture, and indicate risk assessment. By understanding these causes, organizations can identify the root of problem. After that, the organization should develop and choose suitable solutions. The article recommends strengthening workplace supervision, improving safety training, enforcing use the PPE, and conducting proper risk assessment. Finally, organizations need to implement this solution and evaluate the result. Regular monitoring and inspection are important to determine whether workplace safety has improved and whether accident rate has been reduced. For barriers, the article highlights several barriers that make it difficult for organizations to solve workplace safety problems. The first barrier is human barrier. Some employees may have low awareness about workplace safety or resist following safety procedures. As a result, it becomes difficult to build a strong safety culture within the organization. The second barrier is system barrier. Although in Malaysia, established OSH regulations, some organizations still face problems such as weak safety procedures, poor monitoring, and inconsistent enforcement. This weakness increases the risk of workplace accidents. The third barrier is economic barrier. This mainly affects small and medium enterprise, or SMEs. Limited financial resources may prevent organizations from providing proper safety equipment, employee training, and effective safety management system. Because of this limitation, some organizations may struggle to fully comply with safety regulations. For strength and weakness, in my opinion, the article has several strengths. Firstly, it discusses real workplace safety issues in Malaysia, making the article relevant and easy to relate to current organizational challenges. Secondly, it provides practical solutions such as improving supervision, strengthening safety culture, and focusing on accident prevention. This recommendation encourages organizations to take proactive action instead of waiting until accident happen. However, the article also has some weaknesses. It mentions the challenges faced by SMEs but does not explain in detail how these organizations can overcome financial and resource limitations. In addition, the article focuses mainly on the role of employees and government agencies, while the participation of employees in the decision-making process is discussed less. Greater employee involvement could further improve workplace safety and organizational commitment.
Now, I would like to present my infographic titled Strengthening Occupational Safety and Health OSH Compliance in Malaysia. This infographic is based on an article written by Victor Ho, which discusses the importance of improving workplace safety and health practices in Malaysia. So, look at the first one, which is what is the problem. First, Malaysia already has strong occupational safety and health regulations. However, many workplaces still do not apply these regulations consistently. As a result, workplace accidents, injuries, and even fatalities still happen. This shows that having safety law alone is not enough. They must also be properly followed at the workplace. Next, decision-making process. This is the decision-making process. The first step is to identify the safety problem. Then, the organization collect information about the issue. After that, this assess the workplace risk, compare different possible actions, and finally, choose the best solution to solve the problem. As for the problem-solving process, after making a decision, the organization start the problem-solving process. First, they find the cause of the problem. Next, they improve supervision, strengthen risk assessment, provide OSH training, and ensure workers use PPE correctly, and finally, monitor the workplace continuously. These steps help reduce workplace accidents and improve safety. For the key facts, look at some key facts from the article. Malaysia has the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, which provides the country's workplace safety laws. The OSH carries out workplace inspection and audit. The manufacturing sector has the highest number of workplace injuries, while the construction sector records the higher number of workplace fatalities. Lastly, NIOSH provides OSH training and certification to improve workers' knowledge and skills. And there are several OSH improvement strategies. The article also suggests several ways to improve workplace safety. These include regular workplace inspection, employee training, using PPE correctly, implementing ISO 45001, conducting risk assessment, building a strong safety culture, and providing regular supervision. All of these help organizations create a safer workplace. Recommendations based on the article, there are 4 recommendations. First, improve workplace supervision. Second, strengthen the safety culture. Third, provide regular OSH training, and finally encourage the employees to report workplace hazards. These actions can improve OSH compliance and reduce accidents. Lastly, for the key takeaways, the main takeaway from this article is that safety must not only be planned, but also be practiced every day. Strong supervision and a positive safety culture can help prevent accidents and create a safer working environment. Overall, this article helps us understand why occupational safety and health (OSH) is important in every workplace. From the critical analysis, we can see that workplace accidents still happen because some organizations do not follow safety rules properly. Good decision-making and problem-solving are important because they help managers identify problems, find the causes, and choose the best solutions. The article also shows that organizations should improve supervision, provide regular safety training, and build a safety culture. By doing this, organizations can reduce workplace accidents, protect their employees, and improve their overall performance. Thank you.